question will be Chris Nee, front row to your left.
How you doing?
Good. How about you, TJ? Good morning. You obviously were recruited by FSU out of high school, had pre-existing relationships, especially with Coach Norvell at the end there. Did that play a role in your transfer decision? Did it make it easier in your transfer decision? And when you came here the second time, what stood out to you?
I'd definitely say that played a major role in my decision. Coach Norvell and his staff actually got to FSU towards my senior year of high school, so it was a little late in my high school recruiting. And within I'll say, it wasn't even a year, the few months that he was there before I decided to commit and go off to college, I made a great relationship with him and the staff. So I feel like it just wasn't, it might not have been the right time then, but that played a big role in why I'm here now. And I feel like it's the right time now.
Next will be Essen, second row on your left.
In your recruiting process, what was your relationship with, like you mentioned, Norvell, but also Alex Atkins, what have you learned from him so far, and what's been your time in Hero so far?
Me and Coach Atkins have had a great relationship, since I was in high school. So we built that up then, and now it's just getting stronger and stronger by the day. I'll say he's a real personable guy, so anything away from football that I need or just need to talk, I can hit him up. Then when it comes to football, he's a real straightforward guy. He's not going to make you any promises. He's not going to tell you that you're going to do this and you're not. It's like everything's got to be earned there, so I respect that about him.
Stay on the left side, go to the third row for Jordan.
Hey TJ, last year Florida State ran a rotation with their offensive line. Has Coach Atkins talked to you at all about that, and what do you expect it will be in the upcoming season?
I haven't talked to him about it. Me and the rest of the offensive line, we're just out there every day, doing everything we can. We just want to be one unit. Whoever's on the field at the time, I know how we've been talking, whoever's on the field at the time, we're going to all do the best we can, give everything we got to try to be the best offensive line in the country. So.
Okay, we'll go back to Chris on the front row.
What position do you expect to line up at, and what are your strengths and skills at that position?
I feel like I can play anything in interior, so either guard or center. And yeah, I feel like my strengths are my athleticism, playing through the whistle, whatever the case. So whatever the team needs from me, I'll be here to give it to them.
We'll come over here to the second row on your right for Ira.
Did you know any of these guys in this offensive line room before you got here, and what's it like been just getting to know them now?
Before I got here, the only person that I knew was Keandre Jones. He's another guy from Georgia. I met him in high school at a couple camps. Since I've been here, I've met a lot of the guys, and it's just like we've all clicked. Everybody got the same goal. So when you got the same goal as somebody, it's easy to relate to them, easy to click with them. So I say that.
We'll go back to Essen, second row on your left.
Kind of a two-part things related, but you committed on the same day that Mike Norvell was kind of in the topic of the Alabama job. What was his message to you? And then were you kind of shocked by Nick Saban's retirement, and what did you learn from him in your time there?
For your first question, Coach Norvell's message to me was just I'm here, with Saban. Yeah, it was kind of surprising, but it's respected. I'll say he gets the utmost respect from me and any other guy that's played for him. Just being in there with him day to day, seeing how he shows up, how he attacks the process at the age he's at, it's just respected. You can't do anything but respect it, so, yeah.
We'll come back to Ira on your right.
How nice has it been to have some of your former teammates here too? And then if you can talk about Roydell a little bit, what he's like as a player, but also as a teammate.
It's nice having other guys from Alabama here. Just when I came down on my visit, Earl Little was down here as well on his visit, so we kind of talked about going ahead and doing it. So we was really the first two down here, and then started trying to get everybody else, just add pieces to the puzzle. And the guys that are here from Alabama, they're all great. Malik, Sean, Earl, Roydell. Yeah, everybody's great on and off the field. That's a big thing about Florida State is how you are off the field. And with that being said, Roydell's a great person off the field. He's a guy, no matter what he's going through, how he's feeling, how your day is, how his day's going, he's gonna put a smile on your face. When he walks in that building, he's gonna have a smile on his face, whether it's his best day or his worst day, and it's contagious.
We'll go to Aslan in the back right corner.
TJ, what were some of the things when you were 18 years old coming out of high school you were looking at when it came to committing to a college, and how much that has changed this time around, and what you were looking for this time?
I'll say it's pretty much still the same thing, like looking for something real. You don't want, I'm gonna say me personally, I'm not looking for anything that's in recruiting. You're getting the big head, you're getting told this, that, just hyped up. And then obviously when you get to college, it's gonna be something different. Just something real, somewhere you know you're gonna have to go and work to earn your spot, nothing given. Because when you earn it, it's a lot better than when it's given. So I'll say it's the same thing, and I get the same vibe here.
Ira?
I'm sure you would, as much as you played at Alabama, you probably wanted to play more. But what were the practices like? I mean, you hear about, obviously Alabama's got so much talent on defense, and even though you would have liked to have been more on Saturdays, what did you get out of those practices?
I got a lot out of those practices. I feel like 9 times out of 10, the practices at Alabama are gonna be harder than a game when you are at Alabama. So it was fun, man. Just, you build up these relationships in the locker room, and everybody likes to look at themselves as an alpha male. So you go out on the field and you just have 11 on offense and 11 on defense. Everybody think they're alpha male, so it's like, who's gonna win the day? And no matter who you see on TV, nobody on that team won every rep that they took at practice. So it goes back and forth. It's great battles, and it just iron sharpens iron.
We'll go back to Chris, front row on your left.
You referenced earlier coming out of high school, this wasn't quite the place for you yet, and is now watching the transformation of this place from afar. What stood out to you about what changed from that high school recruitment to now when you're here?
Everything that Coach Norvell and Coach Atkins and the whole staff told me when I was coming out of high school, when they first got here, they've done everything that they told me, and the program has changed just like they told me it would, just by buying into the standard that they've built here. The culture, the standard, everything that they've built here was what they told me coming out of high school, so I can take their word for that, and I saw it firsthand. Just an improvement over the years.
Come back to Ira.
How much did, when you were looking at other schools, how much did the chances to get back to a playoff, to maybe win a national championship, how much of a factor was that in your decision?
That was a big thing too. That's another reason I chose Florida State. I believe I want to get to the playoffs. I want to win a national championship, and I believe this is a place that I can do it. We can do it. Just knowing the guys in the locker room.
We'll go back to Aslan in the corner.
We've been out there and we've seen a little bit of tour of duty. I know you've been through a little bit of tour of duty. Can you kind of let us know what this off-season conditioning workout's been like for you, and maybe compare it to how it was Tuscaloosa?
I feel like it's about the same. Just off-season workout is gonna be a grind anywhere you go, especially a program like here or Alabama. 2 programs with a rich history and great programs at the moment. The off-season is where it's made, where it's built up. So tour of duty, I feel like it's a grind. It's tough, but it's needed. Like when you get into the 4th quarter of a conference game, you dig back to your roots, which is gonna be tour of duty. I think I was working harder than them this off-season. They didn't do what I did. You know what I mean? So.
Go Jordan, third row on your left.
TJ, can you talk a little bit about the offensive scheme that Coach Norvell runs here and how they utilize counter?
I feel like one of my strong suits, like I said, is my athleticism, and we run a lot of counter. Counter gets you moving, pulling, sometimes even in space, and that's what I love to do. And the way that they run counter here is amazing. I've probably never seen counter hit so many times in my life just watching film, so I'm excited for that.
We'll come back to Ira on your right.
Coach Atkins, you talked a little bit about him. His personality, I know he likes to have fun, but he also is hard on guys, but he'll, kind of give guys a hard time and be blunt with them. Did it take any time to kind of get used to that, or how quickly did you?
Nah, like I told you, he's never switched up how he was. He's gonna be him regardless. So the same Coach Atkins right now is the same one that started recruiting me when I was a senior in high school. So I'm used to it. I knew how he was, and like that's respected because it's him. It's not him putting on while you're getting recruited, and once you sign the papers, he completely switches up. He's going whatever he gives you while you're getting recruited. That's exactly what you're gonna get when you get here. So you can respect that as a man.
Anything else? All right, thanks, TJ.